Let's take a trip down memory lane and spill all of the small town tea. I'm your host, KP Parker, and this is Town Gossip. Hello, Patriots. Welcome to Town Gossip Podcast. I'm KP Parker. We are staying in New England today. We have the amazing Zachariah Porter joining us, and he is from New Bedford, Mass. What do I know about Massachusetts? A whole lot. It's a great place to be if you like being a little bit mean and snow. And I do. I like those things. I went to school in Boston, Massachusetts, Boston's own Emerson College. And we were looking for like a cheap place to live. And if you want a cheap place to live in Boston, you go to Allston. And that's kind of like the frat house neighborhood. So we were able to get like an 8-bedroom house. And you would only pay like, $500, $600 per person. And yes, I did require 3 jobs to pay that much. It was cheap and I still had to have 3 jobs. One of those jobs was a pizza place where the boss would ask for my help on social media. And then right when I would pull up my Instagram, he'd go, by the way, can I see like beach pics from you? Can I see any beach pics so I can see how well those did? That's not social media help. You are trying to see me in a bathing suit, and thank God I didn't have any of those. So we were trying to afford this house, and we finally got it. And because there were 8 people living there, you could not rely on us all to have our key at any given time. So we would just leave the door open because otherwise it's like, yeah, you would get locked out because we're just not responsible college kids. So the door was always left open. And I distinctly remember this one day where we were sitting on the couch watching TV. A man enters the home. And again, there's 8 people there. So some of us were like, oh, he must know somebody. Somebody invited this man over. He spits on the ground, walks up to the Xbox and takes it, walks out. We were flabbergasted because we were reeling from the spit. And so we didn't even really get it up to stop him when he got the Xbox because we were like, sorry, we just got spit near. And so we're rushing out. We've lost him. He's out on the streets. I guess the cops actually did use the GPS on the Xbox. We got the Xbox back. But that was sort of the vibe of Allston. Ultimately, we lived with like a lot of artistic girls, and those art department girls decided we could be making more money if we made one more bedroom. So under the stairs, they used salvaged plywood and stained glass, and they created a bedroom and put a mattress in it under the stairs. And we did charge $300 a month for that. We charged a guy $300 a month to live under the stairs in plywood. And ultimately, we had to evict him because he was having so much sex that the smell was permeating into the common rooms. And if you can get laid that much in a plywood room under the stairs, we shouldn't have evicted him. We should have made him mayor. God bless. The time ended with us getting so many noise complaints that we ultimately had to do community service. We had to, in the streets of Boston, the cops had come to the house so much because we were having so much parties. Brag. We were having a lot of parties there that we did get stopped, and I had to do community service, and we had to do 3 weeks of planting tulips on the highway in Boston. And I acted like it was prison. I acted like it was the biggest deal in the world. I was so mean that you had to have a cop with you, like making sure that you were planting. And I was outwardly so mean to him, and he was being so nice, and he would every day give us pastries. And I was like, thanks, I guess. And I shaved my head in the middle of it because I was that like, I was like just going through it, really. Shaved my head in the middle of it, and I show up and he goes, think your hair was probably better longer, no? And I go, fuck you. Boston cops, they'll tell a lot of things. At that time, they did not tell a lie. My hair was better longer. That's my experience with Massachusetts. Only good things. And that's why we got an amazing guest to tell us even great things. Passing it over to the effervescent, the amazing, you'll see him on tour soon, Zachariah Porter. Hi, Zachariah.
Hi.
Hello.
Thank you for having me. You're also, you rep Mass, though.
I'm right there.
Yeah.
I'll rep whatever I need to rep to get people to like me. So if you want me to be Mass, I'll be Mass. I'm Connecticut's own.
Yeah, but New England.
New England, of course.
New England as a whole is, what a journey.
I love New England.
Me too, forever. East Coast forever.
I know, and I've been in LA for 8 years, so it's been easy to forget it. And then the second I'm back, I'm like, they're all a little bit like me.
Like long term, will you be an East Coaster, or do you think you'll go back to LA ever?
Man, I thought when I got to California, I was like, oh, this is the best state of all time, because it is like the desert's beautiful. It feels so fake. I would always just be like, I get why they made Jurassic Park. The rolling hills. For some reason, that was the movie that I was like, yes, this is it. Connection. But Yeah, I just love the desert and I love the warm weather. But I've been here now for 6 months again, and I am like...
It's sucking you back in.
It's sucking me back in. And I'm like, the winter's not that bad.
No, it's not. I love East Coast. I love Massachusetts so much. I think the energy there is so raw and real, and everyone is such an asshole there. Bastards left and right, and that's where I fit in.
I agree. I always was like, oh, I think I might be mean. Oops. Because in California, I was like, oh, people are looking at me like I don't like them, and I actually really like them. I don't know why they're getting that idea.
I know. That's the thing. I can't
it's not
relate.
mean.
Yeah, it's not. It's real. You come in with your card showing. You're like, hello, this is me.
Hey.
This is me now, Jennifer Lopez.
This is me now. Yes. You've got a fan in me, J-Lo. She's New England's own also. Yeah, I don't know. I think the lay all your cards on the table-ness is amazing.
Yeah.
People, I don't know. I just like it. The cold is fine. It's whatever.
Yeah.
You get to wear your little puffer.
I'm a sweaty guy anyways. I need the reset.
I run hot.
Yeah.
At night, I run hot.
Yeah.
Very, very much.
In the New York apartments, I don't know how your apartment is here. Mine has like the steam radiator pipes. So like 11:30 every night, it's like a jazz duet. Like,
yeah, the banging. Yes. It's horrible. And they decide when you're cold enough, which I like. My landlord is like, it just hit 13 degrees. Let's give him a little push.
Yeah, one, two.
Well, it's 3 a.m. I wasn't asking for it now.
The charm of the city.
God, you just can't beat it. Yeah, I love New York. You've been here 3-ish years.
Yeah, almost 3 years. It'll be 3 years this summer.
Amazing. You're loving.
I do. I think I see where I'm from, New Bedford. I think I'll inevitably end up back there.
Ooh.
Like that's where I will. Like I think I have another year or two in me, and then I'm going to go back. I was here for the business and the connections, and I've had a great time doing it. But I think what I do mostly is like online and touring now. So I feel like I can do that anywhere, and I just like I don't know, New Bedford, being back home, it fills my cup and inspires me. And I do so much character stuff. I feel like that's all my stuff is from home.
Totally. I know it does definitely feel, I'm the same way. I'm just making videos in any house I'm in anyway.
Yeah,
so I could be in any house, but it's good that I choose to pick a house that's $3,000 a month. I love that for being in New York. That's perfect.
Yeah. So you can carry your groceries home on your back. This city is laborious.
Oh, they make you work for a lot of stuff. I'm on the 5th floor with no elevator too. They make me work every day.
So
they make
buns
me work.
Of steel.
And my top front of my thighs. I don't know if you haven't complimented them, and I'm not mad at
you know what? I'm gonna take the time now and say I've never seen more gorgeous thighs.
Front of thighs.
Rock solid.
Thank you so much. Yeah, and that's what Brooklyn gave to me. No, it is, the city makes you work, but yeah, I don't think I would ever go back to my hometown personally. I don't feel fulfilled there.
Okay.
But I feel fulfilled in New England. And that kind of gives me enough of like the type of people. But I felt it's so boring.
Is it?
But how big is New Bedford? I think you're much bigger than where I'm from.
It's like 150,000 people.
Okay.
So I didn't move to New York I didn't move away from home until I was 26.
Yeah.
So I had like real roots there. All of my friends, I've been friends with the same people since I was like 15. So I go home and it's just like a wild party the entire time. And I have such FOMO sometimes. So I think I'd have a car and go back and forth, but I think I will end up laying roots there.
Yeah.
I think I will.
150 is so much bigger. I think mine's like 25. And that's why I'm like, there's not much to do. But you're like, and also all my friends' parents have moved. Have any of your friends' parents, like they're out of it so they don't come back? No, that's great.
I have a huge family too. Everyone's there. And I like it. So New Bedford is like perfectly positioned in between like Providence and Boston and Cape Cod. Yeah. So it's like, it's got so much like character and charm and chaos there. And I just think every time I'm home, I feel like it's like, just, I don't know, like such a catch up.
Yeah.
So I enjoy it. I love it there.
That's great. Wow. Okay. New Bedford. You were there till you were 26, you said. Okay. Yeah. So did you see it like change at all? Did you see it like your perspective on it kind of, that was what it was and now that I'm a little older?
I think it's gotten so much better. I think so. Recently it's kind of controversial there, but they're bringing the tea, which is like the sub, you know the same.
Oh, yeah.
So they're having a tea
I thought you were like, they're bringing the tea.
Yeah. I'll bring the tea about New Bedford.
They brought the tea. No.
So you're in the metro area of Boston. So they're bringing a train, like a commuter rail down to New Bedford. So it's being like revitalized in a really great way. Great. I think unfortunately, like any city that's going through that, people are being priced out. There is like a fair like level of gentrification happening there, but the restaurant scene is really popping off there. They have a ferry that goes to like Martha's Vineyard from there. Sure. So it's like this little great hub. And when I moved there, when I moved out of my parents' house at 19, me and 4 roommates, we rented a 3-bedroom or 4-bedroom for $750 split through 4 ways.
Oh my
So my rent was like, what was that, $225 or something like that? I don't even know. And that's what I was paying. Like, so yeah, it's changed. It's changed. Well, now rent in New Bedford for like a one bedroom is like, $1,500. So it's like,
that's like not a great deal, everyone.
Yeah, inflation, it's affecting everybody, even New Bedford.
Do we have no place left?
Yeah.
Please.
North Dakota's screaming. They're like, come here.
Quit. And we're like, never. No, sorry. Well, I'll get another job.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'll just get one more job. Wow. Okay. So New Bedford, what were you like? Were you kind of class clown of the friend group? Were you a little shyer? What was your New Bedford personality there?
Yeah, so I went to high school, the town next door in Dartmouth. I was a class clown always. Yeah, like I was always like really like, loud and boisterous, and I always worked in restaurants.
Yes.
So I think that shapes a person in a really interesting, 100%. Fundamental way. I did restaurant work for like 8 years of my life. So I think I just always knew everybody. I feel like everywhere I go there's like some sort of connection to a job I work there.
Yeah, I think it should be mandatory working at a restaurant. Definitely. I like really do. I think it's like so fast paced. You have to just like make connections. I just think like any friend that I've had that I'm like, oh, I bet you worked at a restaurant. That's why like you don't fear working. You like working. You like meeting people. You're personable.
It felt like a way to test out material for comedy too.
100%.
And it's like inspired so much of my comedy of the people I've met doing restaurant work. But I was really ingrained in like that culture there, like meeting people from different bars and restaurants, and then I don't know, like working different places. That was a big part of my community there. Right.
And you met your group of friends back in high school.
Yeah.
And you were like, these are the guys for me.
Yeah. And now they all, so first of all, it's all women. They're all girls. And they're all pregnant with babies. Oh my God, I hate it. Oh my
God. Are any first timers?
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. All of them for the most part. Yeah. Some of them are on round 2 now. I'm Uncle Zach to all of them. And I have to come home and remind them that they're still people and not just parents.
Yeah.
I'm like, girls, get a babysitter. Zach's home.
We are going out.
Oh, we always have the town. Yeah, no, I love it. It's funny. So like I'm turning 30 next week. And I think it's like this just different shift in everyone's lives. And it's really interesting to see like that we're all growing and developing and changing, but we all still love each other. So I'm seeing all my friends in this like next chapter. Yeah. And it's just like, one of my friends had a baby last week and we were on FaceTime and I'm like, hey girl, welcome to the crew.
She's like, I have not slept in 8 years. Don't fucking talk to me. It is, my friends that are mothers now, it's a lot of time, isn't it? They're doing that all day, aren't they?
I just saw a comedian, oh my God, Lisa Traeger. She was a whole bit and she was like, oh, you can't ever say that you're tired to a pregnant woman or like a woman, a mother. You don't know what tired is. I'm like, all right, I'll just shut up.
I believe them too. I've started now believing, like right now I'm in a I don't want kids moment. See enough cute videos, I turn usually every year, and then I'm like, quick, get me to Wisconsin and I'll just get a little cabin and I'll birth the baby myself. Yeah, home birth. I don't know. I go like so far.
Trad wife immediately.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, if I want one, then I'll just commit. But it is, now I'm believing him because my friend was like, yeah, you are just a milk machine. You are just at their whim, aren't you? I'm like, oh my God, you've been through war. No, this is a lot.
And at least all of my friends, they all have had babies within the same year or two of each other. So it's like a whole crew. So they have like a...
That's good.
Yeah, they have a tribe.
That's really good.
It takes a village, some would say.
Some would say that. Write that down. You're going to make $1 million off that. You're going to make
that on a mug
quickly. Million.
Where in Connecticut there's like this like famous strip of food trucks that I always pass on the highway?
Oh, that's down by beach. That's like Mystic, right?
Yeah. Oh, it's before, a little before Mystic. Is it like New London? Did I make that
New
up?
London? New Haven.
I love it. Every time I drive by, I go, wow. And there's actually the Jordan furniture.
Yeah.
And they have the ropes course.
Jordan furniture. Now we're talking.
I stopped in Orange, Connecticut to the Pez factory there. I did that for a little...
I didn't even know we had it.
Oh my God, me and my boyfriend were hungover driving back from Mass, and I said, can we please pull over? I need to go to the Pez factory. And
you understand.
It was $5 to get in.
You got a Pez?
Oh, I got a Pez. You got a Pez just for walking in. But they had
you're paying
all
off
historical
in
ones.
Dividends.
Like a Marilyn Monroe Pez from the 60s. I took pictures with it.
Yeah.
It was like really silly.
I love a little hyper-specific like museum/factory.
Me too. For $5 too. Come on.
Yeah. In California on your way to Palm Springs, there's absolutely nothing. Dirt, dust. Museum of bananas. Dust. And you're like, all right, quick. Let me get in. And then you're like, oh yeah, this is cute, kitschy. Mentally, I'm a little worried. Who made this? This is a lot of bananas. How'd you find this money?
Was there a person at the door?
There's a person at the door
that owns it, or is that? Yeah.
There's a person.
We got to figure out that story. Get that on the bod.
Honestly,
Banana Man.
I need Banana Man. I think it was a couple. So God bless. There's someone for everyone.
Support.
I didn't know we had Pez. That's great.
Yeah, Orange.
Okay, I'll go.
Cute name too, Orange.
Orange cute.
Yeah.
Orange, very cute. Do you like get to go to like the Cape Cods, the Martha's Vineyard since you're so close? Do you like, is it like weekend trip vibes or you're kind of like,
Yeah, you can.
You've gone once, you've gone a million times.
It's expensive.
I was that's kind of when I brought it up. I was like, Martha's Vineyard, they're making you pay to get there.
Yeah, you can take a ferry, which is really great. So I would do that with day trips and stuff like that. My friend got married last year and we did her bachelorette in P-Town.
Yeah.
Which is like gay, East Coast, gay. And it's so expensive. I don't know if you guys heard about it. It's gay. No.
The thing about it you don't get is that it's gay.
And yeah, all those islands are really expensive to get to, but when you do live there, you're just driving and then buying like a little like ferry ticket, which is really fun. But yeah, it's beautiful in there in the summertime. Yeah, and New Bedford's really great too. There's great food there. Amazing. It's like it's a huge fishing capital. A lot of my family are fishermen.
We'll talk about this later. I was on the New Bedford Reddit, but there was a lot of posts on like, how do I get a job on one of these fishing boats? I want to get in.
Oh my God.
So the fishing boats is like a desired little spot to be.
Yeah. So my cousin, he'll never listen to a podcast. I don't even think he knows what a podcast is. He's like 21. He is all my cousins are full-time fishermen, but he specifically like had a crazy year. He made like 175 he's like 19.
Yeah. People were on the Reddit being like, can I put my name to someone? Because you can make
it's competitive to get in. But at the same time, people die every year they're doing it, which is like
I've seen Deadliest Catch.
Yeah.
I've seen.
Exactly. It's like I think 4 people died in October and I knew one of them. Like just like through like, I don't know, the community. I'm like, so like it's a price you pay.
Man.
My dad did it one time when he was in his 20s, one trip, and he was like, I've never been more sick in my life. You either have or you don't.
No, I don't have. I did a cruise to Bermuda once and I was crawling on the floor with sickness. I was with like friends. It was a school trip and I was crawling in the middle of the night to be like,
get this girl on a fishing boat.
Get me on. I'm ready to Deadliest Catch. No, yeah. And that was a cruise. So I can only imagine. Yeah. Tiny boat. Yeah. Scary. Middle of the night too, right? Isn't it nighttime sometimes?
Yeah, sometimes. Gee. They work all the time. They filmed a movie in New Bedford 2 years ago. Who's the girl that plays Wednesday Addams? Why am I blanking on her name?
Jenna Ortega.
Jenna Ortega was in it. They filmed the whole thing in New Bedford, which was really crazy. And then another really famous guy, I'm just blanking on everybody's name in the movie, but it was all about like a fishing community. And the movie's actually quite terrible, but to see all your hometown in the movie, oh my God, we were gagging.
Yeah. They're at that booth at that diner.
It got 3.5 stars on my letterbox just because it was in New Bedford.
Yeah, the 2 were being polite for New Bedford.
One was for Jenna Ortega.
And then the mystery guy got the half, whoever his name is.
My friend that was an extra, I said, okay, half.
It's the star of the show, give her a promotion, put her in more movies. Now I'm setting the scene of New Bedford. What is the gossip of it?
Oh my God, there's so much tea there. Some of it's like so really like negative and scary and political. I was trying to think through my memory, like what was a kind of a juicy story. And I came across this idea in my head. Well, so when I moved there, it was 2014, and I really grew to know a lot about New Bedford at that point. And there was this really famous donut shop called Ma's Donuts. Okay. And it had been in the city for like over 60 years.
Don't make me drink alone. Named after her, I assume.
Yeah, don't make me drink alone. It was Octavia Spencer. She was always there.
It was like, let me open a little shop.
It was like classic like New England diner vibes, like vinyl little bar stools, open really early, like 4 a.m., family business. Well, the owners, I believe their names were Ed, maybe Sylvie. These like really old couple, they ended up like just becoming too old to run it anymore. And it was really tragic. So they had to shut down the bakery and everyone was really sad in town.
Oh, couldn't pass it to like a kid? It just wasn't it.
At some point, nobody wanted it. And the town, once they found out, it was like a little treasure. Like you'd go to like a sports game for like your nephew on the weekends and there'd always be a box there. Like it was a staple, but then once it's gone, everyone's like, oh wait, oh shit. We cared about this place. Yeah. So it shuts down and it's like kind of radio silent for years. And then I guess in 2021, the granddaughter of the original owners had like found passion in baking throughout those years. I think maybe that shutting down, like she kind of grew to love it.
Sure.
Was selling pastries out of a different restaurant. And then she's like, oh, I'm going to reopen Ma's.
Incredible.
We have all the recipes. I'm going to take over my grandparents' business and reopen Ma's. So the town is like, yes, we're celebrating.
We won't let you go out of business again.
Then I don't know if you're familiar with Newport, Rhode Island.
Yes.
So right next to there is Middletown getting into there. In 2017, the year after Ma's closed, a competitor opened under the same name.
Named it Ma's?
Ma's Donuts and More. So when
which is filthy, by the way. To say and more.
Isn't that
filthy?
What's even more filthy is when they caught wind that Ma's was reopening. They sent them a cease and desist.
Girl, you're mean-spirited.
And then they show the receipts that they filed for the copyright, like within like 6 months after the original Moz closed. It was like a complete like dive in like.
Wait, so were they open in the meantime? They like opened up? No, they
opened right after.
They opened right after the original close. Did people go to that one?
So but the thing is, they're not close enough.
It's not that close. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're still like 45 minutes away, but they were threatening to like completely like sue the town, like the town donut shop for like opening under the same name.
45 minutes away, you can't have the same name?
And also, like, this business was open for 66 years, and they had a lapse. Things have a lapse.
You're gonna have to legacy. It's like when you hang a jersey up. When a player's been extremely, like, proficient at playing football, aren't they like, nobody else can be that number? This is like, nobody else can be Moz. Ma did the best thing you could do.
Or, like, just, like, be okay there's another Moz.
It's 45 minutes away. It's not that crazy of a name, too.
Also, like, I was just saying, like, I love the donuts. The name, we have to be honest here.
Not that good of a name.
It wasn't original. The best Ma was the movie.
The best Ma was the movie.
But these donuts were insane. So there's a local radio station called Fun 107, and they're so sensational. They're so excited about everything like this. So when this happens, like, oh my God, the articles are going live. The entire town is freaking out.
Yeah.
We all collectively as a city went to their Google reviews and just bombed them.
Ooh.
And I'm not proud of it.
That's activism.
I'm not proud of it, but I said, found a hair on the donut, 0 stars.
Because they can't tell me I didn't.
What ended up happening, we changed the name of Ma's Donuts, our Ma's Donuts, to Grandma's Donuts.
Oh, because she is the granddaughter?
Because she is the granddaughter.
So that's like extremely valid. I think it's also a bad name.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I wasn't blown away by the choice.
The marketing is really fun though, because they have like, it's grandma, but the Ma's in like a different color.
They're like, don't you forget. Don't you ever forget.
But then I was reading an article about it before I came in, because I was like, I want to like, I don't know, like catch up on this story. She said the funniest thing, the granddaughter. She was like, we could have no name on the bills and everybody would know this is Ma's Donut. So I really love to see, because like, I don't know, a lot of New Bedford will fight over politics and like different funds or whatever. But in this moment, when our donut shop was under attack, we've never come together like that.
You will not take this from us. We have a chance to get Ma back.
Oh my God.
But they did take it from you. They kept the name. But you rebuilt.
I checked their Google reviews for the one in Middletown. Yeah. They're fine. I think they got that removed. They said 4.5. I said, not true. I'm
not a huge donut head, but I like a local shop, and I'll pretend I'll get anything from there.
And I love Dunkin'. I love Dunkin'.
I love Dunkin'. It's been 8 years that I haven't gotten it, because you get it in LA and you're like, oh, that's so sad what you've done to it. You've killed my boy.
I was filming a Dunkin' ad. And I was like, I had this really cute idea. I was like, I'll start it in Mass. And then I had a trip in LA. So I was like, let me film it like from East Coast to Coast. I go to the Dunkin' on like, I think it's Hollywood Boulevard where all the stars are.
Was it garbage?
First of all, I've never felt more unsafe in my life. It was like the scariest place I've ever been in my life.
Yeah.
People
in Hollywood,
were screaming outside. And I was like, medium is coming.
Don't worry. I'm a local here. They know me.
And I told people that. They're like, oh, did you walk there? And I was like, yeah, I walked there. They're like, why would you ever walk? And I was like, well, I'm an East Coast. I'm a New Yorker. You don't walk places. People in LA, they don't walk.
No. You park right out front. You run in. You run back out. It tasted bad.
It was bad. Philly's is bad too.
It's bad. I just had Philly's and I was like, I'm safe. I'm in New England. I'm not that worried. This was last week. I thought I had appendicitis. What it did to me, I was like, oh no.
Was it the Philly one that got you sick?
Yes.
I think it's the ice.
I thought I had appendicitis. I was with my sibling and I was like, I've never felt like this.
Oh, God,
and my sibling was like, you probably just have to fart. I was like, okay, maybe that's probably true on its own.
First of all, be on my side.
Respect me and believe me. And it scared me what happened to that Dunkin'. It tasted fine, but it was like, and I do the wake up wraps. I'm a big wake up wrap connoisseur.
Okay, so speaking of wake up wraps.
Yeah.
I had a meeting over here by like Rockefeller Plaza in the winter. And first of all, there's a subway over there that like you come up and there's a Dunkin' built into the subway system. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I've never seen it before. I was like gagging and gooping.
Yeah. I
get a sausage, egg, and cheese wake up wrap. I am throating it and it was so hot. I start choking on the cheese. I look up, guess who's in front of me? Chloe Fineman.
Oh.
And I'm literally eyes bloodshot, coughing on cheese. And she's like, gives me a look and I was like, I met Chloe.
She loved me.
We hit it off.
The cheese on those wake up wraps is sometimes 8 to 9 layers of kind of molten.
But they're so...
It's a perfect invention.
What do you go for, sausage or bacon?
I usually do bacon, but I did one of each this time.
Oh.
Yeah, I did one of
I like that because you know what? I don't know what I want.
I like the bacon usually, but hey, I'm not mad at almost anything on that menu.
So Connecticut also has really great Dunkin'. And
really great. I think Massachusetts is the best.
I think they're the same. I really think they've like figured out like the recipe. But
they're passing it down slowly, orally.
Oh my God. So maybe Philly. Come on, we're almost there.
Philly.
I'm glad that we can see the beauty of it because I think a lot of people don't believe in corporate coffee. And I do, unfortunately.
I actually kind of hate a lot of little barista coffees.
In New York, I'm not going to be a hater, but I am for a minute. $8 for a latte, get fucked. I'm never doing that again. And also it's like,
my God.
Why are you mad that I walked in?
The one right next to my house, I would love to like the one right next to my apartment. Wouldn't that be nice? If I liked the coffee shop there? Wouldn't that be sweet of me to be able to walk down and get the one I want? $11.
Oh, where do they go?
For a small. 11. And then I go in and I'm hungry and I'm like, okay, I don't have that much money this month. I'm gonna just get one little scone. I go, oh, what's that one? And they go, well, that's not a scone, that's a financier. And I said, all right, I'm actually not hungry. And I left. I said, I don't want a financier.
I don't even know what that is. I've never heard
and it pissed me
that
off.
word.
It pissed me off. Don't French me. Ever.
You flipped the table?
Yes. I kicked the glass in. I said, finance that. Bitch. 11. And then I was like, never mind. Cancel the whole thing. I don't want that. It really pissed me off because at Dunkin', I can get a tortilla and some sausage and appendicitis for under 15.
It's fine cuisine. That's another reason why I love going home. It's like you go home and I have a great meal and I look at the bill after. It says for 2 people, it's $55. You never see that in New York.
It's insane.
Never.
It's insane. And it is just like, you're like, oh, it's pub food. I love pub food. Pub food's one of the best foods they have.
I will go on record and think it's my favorite category of food.
It's mine too. And I have gone on record. I love pub food.
It's always so good. It's comforting. It's consistent. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. I have to give you some places in Brooklyn.
Really? Because I really enjoy all the food in my neighborhood, but I haven't had a pub food.
Oh wait, I'll say right now. The Swan, it's in Bed-Stuy. I think you get a train pretty easily from where you are in Brooklyn.
Oh
my God. I went there. It was all pub food. A little bit of an English twist. They had a lot of fish and chip stuff.
Yeah, which is fine.
Yeah, it was fine.
Yeah.
But it was really good, consistent.
I really like an American pub. And so sometimes you go to the English ones and you're like, oh, I don't know if I need bangers or mash today.
And they had them on.
I don't know if I need blood sausage when I'm sort of drinking beer. But I do a nacho, a pickle.
Yeah.
A big burger.
A tater tot.
Sweet potato tater tot.
God forbid.
What do we now have to dress everything up? Just give me the tater tot.
Yeah.
I love a nacho platter. That's probably the one thing I'm going for. And a soft pretzel.
What do you think about Connecticut pizza?
We've talked about it in the past. I think New York pizza much better.
You think so?
I do.
I think I like Connecticut pizza better.
That's great.
I do.
I'm glad we have some fans out there. I don't know.
Like a New Haven, is that what it is?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's New Haven pizza is very popular for bubbly crust, right? Or something.
Yeah. I like the New York pizza.
I had a good time. Yeah, I'm having a good time whenever I'm eating pizza.
I have no complaints over there.
I have no complaints. Yeah, people really go hard for it. Sure. Yeah. Works for me.
Let them.
Let them.
I've been saying it all day. Mel Robbins, let them.
Let them. Okay, I want to bring you some New Bedford Reddit. Sort of, and you tell me if
I'm gonna scream because now I want to be a part of New Bedford Reddit.
You should, because they need your posting ability.
Oh, is it illiterate?
No. One, there is one, but no. They're doing good. I was just they're good. They're sweet, sweethearts.
They're so cutie.
They're so sweet over there. And I sorted by most controversial.
Good,
which is incredible.
It's
every app should be allowed to search by most controversial. I don't want to see what's popular. I want to see what's a little of both.
Yeah, that should be a tab.
What I really liked about the New Bedford Reddit was there is somebody who's called South Coast Dirt Sheet, who every month is posting current rumors, gossip, and news. Gossip girl.
It's bad there. Let's hear it.
Okay. Well, somewhere I'm like, this is mean and scary. So I'm avoiding some
of it is mean and scary.
Like, you guys are mean.
They have a newspaper called Turtle Boy Sports, which is like a snark, satirical, almost like Perez Hilton of the South Coast.
This is like kind of what I'm getting.
It's probably associated. And I'm like, sometimes I'm like, they say really crazy things.
Current rumors, gossip, and news. And it's like a monthly little thing that's just posted. It's really good. Counselor at large Ian Abreu will not seek the mayor's office as he has no desire to take attention from his current career and the return of Silmo coffee syrup.
Oh, is Ian Abreu involved in Silmo coffee syrup?
What's up with Silmo coffee syrup?
Okay, so Silmo. So do you know what coffee milk is?
Yeah.
So Dunkin' just like came out with it like on like the national level.
Oh yes. Okay.
It's like coffee syrup. It's like chocolate milk, strawberry milk, but it's with coffee syrup. So Silmo was like a local brand that was like famous in the 80s and 70s or whatever, went under, and then someone's bringing it back. So the counselor at large is associated with the business because now it's becoming like a thing that like people sell at gift shops. It like represents like the area. So
and it's New Bedford made.
I think the Silmo one is. Yeah, there's another one called Autocrat. But I'm like,
wow.
Is a counselor at large supposed to have separate endeavors? I think that's what we're fighting about here.
I think that's the gossip part. Then the next one is like another councilman. We think there's a love affair between Marcus and Jason. I don't know who those people are, but there's mayoral candidates.
Okay.
That we think are maybe porking. We have on good sources that Michael Sylvia, is that a mayor? Maybe? Maybe. Has a foot fetish. I don't know. I can't speak to that. I can't speak to that. And then the last thing I'd like to talk about with New Bedford Reddit is that somebody posted a video of Las Vegas and somebody said, what does this have to do with New Bedford? And the guy said, I don't know yet how to do the things here. I'm new. So give him a break.
Give him a goddamn break. Yeah. The tea there is crazy. I almost was going to talk about this story about how like a couple years ago, there was these like competing yoga owners. One was like essentially doing a practice that wasn't certified. And like yoga runs deep. Like, you have to be able to have the right certification.
It takes forever. The certification takes like a long time.
And I won't say much more about it because like every time someone talks about it, this woman will send a lawsuit.
She's litigious.
Yeah. Oh my God.
She's big time litigious.
She's like just shouting libel from the rooftops. I know. And it was really juicy, but a lot of it was on Reddit and like that, like those kind of like resources.
But this is the thing about New England that I think you get more gossip and you get more of that stuff because you're fighting back against rumors a lot if you're in New England and you're not afraid to say what you need to say.
Yeah. And the people, especially in New Bedford, like it makes complete sense. They're that passionate because they're just there and all they care about is where they're from and just talking shit about it. But the minute someone talks shit on New Bedford,
like, not you.
They're like, you can't.
Not you.
Can't.
Wow. From the Reddit, there was like a lot of beautiful posts too of just like, Happy New Year, everyone. And it was like 300 people being like, Happy New Year.
Oh, I want to be 301.
Get in.
That's so fun.
Get on in. It was really, really sweet. I like it. I like the community there. Everyone's talking.
You have to come check it out. You go there, have a nice little day trip, go to the Whaling Museum, and then take the fast ferry to Martha's Vineyard for like 45 minutes.
Great.
Yeah, and then you can park there.
Oh, take your car on the ferry.
Or you could park at the parking lot, or you can take your car on the ferry too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just went to Martha's for a wedding.
Did you love it?
It was kind of my first time. I know I'm a Connecticut girl, but it was kind of my first time going. I really did like it. I mean, it's gorgeous. It's pretty.
It's really great.
I mean, I'm sure there's not only rich areas. I went for a wedding, so I went to kind of the country club-esque area.
There's some towny bars that are like where all like the normal people kind of go, which are really fun.
I want to explore that.
I want to go to the rich areas. I want to explore that. Can someone invite me to the rich Martha's Vineyard house, please?
There was drama on the Martha's Vineyard ferry too, because right when we get off, we found out there was a raccoon stowaway from Connecticut.
He jumped. Oh.
He snuck on.
Man, what his great escape.
I know. And so now he was sort of in the rich part of Martha's Vineyard. He got everything he wanted. He jumped off of the ferry and animal control was waiting for him because they found him like on the ship already. Where are you guys going to drop him back off? Connecticut or Martha's Vineyard?
You stopped them and you said,
I said, where is that raccoon going? Are you bringing him back to Connecticut or are you letting him live here? Let him live here.
I feel like if he made all that effort, he should be an island boy.
Do not spend that taxpayer money getting that raccoon back to Connecticut, I swear to God.
And where's that breakdown? Let's see that breakdown.
Let me see that breakdown. He was swimming. And the crowd that gathered was hundreds deep for this one raccoon.
Yeah, that's probably, it sounds like a movie. I love it.
It was incredible. I know, Pixar, if you're watching this, let me on. Wow, New Bedford. I love the vibes. I honestly will go check it out. It sounds incredible. But we do have some listener mail from around the country for some drama there.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Okay, this is a submission from Rosemount, Minnesota.
I love Minnesota. Yeah.
Okay.
I was in Minneapolis. I loved it there.
The accent's quite cute.
Yeah, it is.
So cute over there. This story happened at a local high school when I was in elementary school. It actually made the news with the headline, Kissing Prank Goes Awry. Good. Here's the scene. It's a pep rally day at Rosemount High School. Everyone's pumped, the gym's packed, and there's a prank in the works for the captains of their sports teams. We had this, like on pep rally day, you would do little pranks. Did you have these? Yeah.
Yes.
My friend said they did one, and one guy he fake stuffed his pants with a dildo, and he got expelled for that. Oh, that's too much.
It is too much.
That's too much.
Yeah.
Let him prank.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't out.
It wasn't out.
It was showing.
I think it was out. I think it was showing. I did think he showed a dildo to everyone. Okay.
Expulsion was crazy. I'm sorry.
Expulsion's crazy. And he was a senior. Come on. Get over it. They lined up the athletes in Rosemount, blindfolded them, and told them they were going to be kissed by one of their classmates.
That's like alarming.
Yeah. I don't know.
So Rosemount.
What's the prank? Okay. The aim of the game was for the athletes to guess who that person that kissed them was. In front of everyone? Which alone is already so weird, but this was in 2011, if that matters.
It actually, it was a different time. It really was a different time.
Yeah. Because there was a lot of,
my first kiss went a little like this.
The twist, the kiss from a classmate was actually a kiss from each of the athletes' parents.
I hate where this is going. This is freaky.
What's the joke? That your mom just kissed one of your friends or you? Did the parent kiss his own kid?
You would think, but it's 2011 in Minnesota. We just don't know.
I don't know which is worse. Kissing your own kid on the mouth or kissing another kid on the mouth?
Kissing another kid on the mouth is
legally much worse. It's legally much worse. And we're coming from New England where Tom Brady famously kisses the kids on the mouth.
He loves lip lock with the boys.
No worries. Some of these weren't just quick pecks. They were quote unquote uncomfortably long kisses on the lips in front of the whole school.
What is the prank?
The prank is, gotcha, it's your mom.
Gotcha, it's your friend's mom.
You thought it might be the nice girl from your class that you really that you want to ask out.
This must have been a one-time thing though, because obviously this was a surprise. It wasn't like like they don't do every year,
Yeah,
right?
no, this was like, we got something big for the class of 2011. It's your dad. It's your dad wearing lip gloss to get ya. The entire thing was recorded. Mean, including the athletes removing their blindfolds and being rightfully confused and embarrassed. Oh, the video racked up thousands of views on YouTube.
Yeah, until it was investigated with the FBI.
It's now taken down. Yeah, that's what it says. Be. And caused such a stir that their principal was interviewed by news outlets and had to apologize to the school. Yep. Makes sense to me.
Also, like, how many times did that have to get approved and like planned and coordinated? Like, that must have been, like, it's a school system. So many conversations.
But pranks go off like that. Like, everyone's trying to top last year. And then you start being like, oh, we just did, as our senior prank, animal cruelty or something. You're like, oh, we put goldfish in the laptops. And you're like, huh? You just killed a bunch of fish. Weird. Like, the pranks get taken too far.
Yeah, and this is just in a weird way.
And as a parent, why are you signing up for this? As a parent, you're like,
look into those people.
That's because the kids had no thought on that.
They were pranked.
The prank organizer, fine, I'll give you a second. Because why did so many parents say yes?
Waiting list.
They're calling each other like, hey, are you going to this kissing thing?
Who are you kissing?
Ooh, so you're kissing your boy? Oh my God, what are you going to do? The principal had to apologize to the school. I don't know who thought this prank was a good idea or how so many people agreed to it, but it's something Rosemount High School will never live down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Incestual, freaky Rosemount.
Hey, freaks.
Go Bulldogs.
Hey, freakies. I mean, it was like, did you ever have the like senior spirit week hypnotizer come into your school?
What did you think about that?
I think we have some ethical concerns. That's what I think.
Did you go up or not?
No.
I didn't either. I also thought
I was embarrassed of being myself. I don't want to be not myself.
I also thought too, I'm like, some of you have to be lying.
100%. And I got like 2 dudes to confess up that they were.
Okay, good.
But the guy that went hardest, because you could tell when they were lying a little, because some of the class clowns would raise their hand to go up. And because it was like, oh, and you could tell when they were lying because halfway through when it got like, okay, now get on your arms and legs, they'd be like, all right, never mind.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that. Get on your arms and legs, knees, like, be like a dog or something. But one guy that went up, it clearly absolutely worked on him. He was not that cool. And he was like barking, quacking, goofing around, dancing. They like made him like twerk. I was like, don't do that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he went to Brown, so he's smart. He's fine.
I love that every high school had this universal experience. They're like, oh, that one day we had like a hypnotist there. And there was always the same group of people that were like the people who were performing. And then that like one person was like, wait, that really worked on them.
Yeah.
And
it was embarrassing, but it was also like, whatever, he's taking it well. But it was like, thank God I didn't go up.
Yeah. Well, people probably like, great job, man.
Yeah. He like wore bow ties a lot. And it was like, oh, this guy's going to be cool.
He's endearing that way.
He's endearing.
There was a kid in my school that won the raffle at our after prom. And the big raffle prize was a MacBook.
Whoa.
And he was also the son of one of the algebra teachers.
Oh, do you think rigged?
I don't think it was rigged, but I literally went around for the next 3 hours being like, that was rigged. That was rigged.
Stop the count.
Yeah.
Who put that?
I don't think anyone was thinking about that intensely, but the way I feel that, I was like, there's no way. There's no way Cole had that.
We also had a psychic that would come to prom. That was just like a table you could go to, so they didn't want you drinking. So it was like, psychics are as good as drinking, right? And she was giving everyone the letters of who they're going to marry.
Did you do it?
Yeah, I did it.
What letter did you get?
Very honestly, it was first letter Z. What are you doing later?
Well, I'm gay. Oh my God, there's a lot of Zachs though.
I was first letter Z.
Age.
Yeah.
Zach
okay.
Yeah.
It was Z and then maybe like a C or something. ZC maybe.
I've never gone to a psychic because I'm too nervous.
Yeah.
I've never even been to the Ouija board.
I can't do that.
Like, literally like keep that away from me.
I know. And I listened to this paranormal podcast and It happens all the time to people just like you and me. Something freaky in their house.
And I'll be a spectator, but I won't participate. Like even a podcast, I'm like, I'll listen. I'll watch.
Yeah.
Don't.
But I'm not going to be doing a Ouija board.
Next time I come, we can do a Ouija board.
We'll do a Ouija board. Okay. My mom went to a psychic after my grandma died.
Was that healing for her?
That's what we wanted to know because that's very unlike her. She's not woo-woo. And she went and it was a mall. It was in a mall.
They have to be.
They'll be anywhere. It's fine. I'm not discriminating. You don't need a mansion to be a psychic. Just set on up. And we were like waiting at the mall and the fountain being like, I hope she gets some healing. I hope she gets some of that. She comes out and she's like, yeah, it's a crock of shit a little bit. And we were like, why? She was like, she had a lot of good things that really did make sense and really helped me. And then she was like, and I'm seeing that your mom is in heaven making a big pot of spaghetti for you. And my mom was like, My mom never cooked, not once in her literal life. Also, just because we look Italian, we're not Italian. We're Mexican. There's no sort of pasta spaghetti that was ever made. Not even
like culturally culturally wrong.
Completely wrong. I think it was just like brown-haired older woman. I don't know, I've had spaghetti once. What's the mom gotta have?
And your mom said, actually, never. So.
Actually, I've never had spaghetti. What is that?
Oh my God.
So it was a little,
they
missed the mark
on
that one.
A little too far.
Don't get too specific. You think spaghetti's kind of the great equalizer. It's not.
She thought she was killing it the entire time.
She was like,
she's like, big swing. And
got him with the spaghetti.
Yeah.
No, didn't get us there. But I think she still was like, it was just nice to talk to someone.
Yeah. I support it when people need that for that healing.
Yeah.
But to me, I'm too scared of the spook.
I know. And I just am like, I think the veil is quite thick between me and the next world. And I'm okay with that.
Yes.
I'm okay with that.
Yes. I don't need to thin that veil.
I like hearing other people's ghost stories. Amazing for you guys. Mm-hmm. I love it. I would love... No. Yeah, I don't want any experience. Even positive. We're cautious. Even positive, I'm kind of just like, I already have enough to deal with right now. I can't deal with the other realm.
Exactly.
It's like so much in line. Here's what we do. Going back to New Bedford, I'm planning my bachelorette trip there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I'm planning my bachelorette trip. I got 18 girls deep. I'm bringing the whole crew. It's a New England tour, and we're going to New Bedford for 2 days. This is the hometown highs. What are the things we kind of have to hit?
I would say you got to go to the beaches over there. The beaches at any town are so great. I would say for drinks, you're going to go to Rose Alley. My best friend's a bartender there, so you got to go there and get shots. Mm-hmm. Shots on us, and you got to eat really good. I would go to Black Whale.
Okay.
My favorite pizza there is Riccardi's. It's like really, really thin crust pizza. I think is really great. There's a bar there called New Beige, because if you're from New Bedford, a lot of people call it New Beige.
Oh.
It's like a lot of Portuguese influences there. So New Beige has great bread pudding. You have to get Portuguese food at End Zone. You're going to eat the entire time. Pudding. And I would say go to the Whaling Museum. It's like it's the whaling city. It was like known for that. Moby Dick was written there.
Really?
Yeah, so that's what we're like famous for.
Wow, I did not know that at all.
Yeah, so it's like the whaling city. Did you ever see the show Four Weddings?
Oh,
TLC?
Yes.
So they had a wedding there, and one of them was in the Whaling Museum there, and it was really cool, and it won that episode. So the Whaling Museum was really beautiful.
That show was such drama.
It's down for a rewatch.
I put Say Yes to the Dress on last night.
Oh my God, same, yeah.
I took too much of an edible, and I said, give me something I don't have to think on. I just want those girls talking about dresses. I was like, I'm being overly empathetic with this edible, because I was just like, these sisters are not getting along. I feel really sad for them. Yeah. But anyway, I love Say This to the Dress. 4 weddings, they were always just like, canapé wouldn't be what I do.
Yeah. Dress, 3 points. I'm like, out of 10.
Points.
Out of 10.
She tried her hardest.
Yeah, they filmed one at the Whaling Museum, so I'd say check out there. I think just eat and enjoy it all. There's a lot of antiquing there, but that's New England.
I love antiquing.
Mm-hmm. A lot of like old historical mills have been transformed into like floors of booths of antiques. So I would say do that.
I have to say go to Grandma's Donuts.
Yes. Oh my God, of course. Oh my God.
We've got
support local.
To go to Grandma's Donuts.
Yes, you do. We need to go to Grandma's.
Do you have a donut order there?
I like the original donut that has the chocolate frosting on it. Yeah. Like it's like a light brown frosting. Yep. It's just so like your teeth almost hurt from it. Mm-hmm. It's so sweet.
Absolutely.
I like that.
You know, the bachelorette party, it's only 2 days. We don't have a whole ton of time there. Mm-hmm. What are the hometown lows? This is kind of like, if you're going to New Bedford, I don't know that I'd go here. You could stay away from here.
Maybe the Buttonwood Park Zoo.
Okay.
We have a zoo there that has elephants, and I don't think elephants belong in New Bedford. Mm-mm. And yeah, and that's a statement. I'm like, I don't think we need to
belong in New Bedford.
Yeah, and they look at there. Rosie's like, I don't think I should be here. No. So maybe skip the zoo.
Just as a moral kind of sticking point.
Yeah. And I might get into some hot water for this. I don't think New Bedford has the best tattoo artists. So I've gotten a bad tattoo there. I know a lot of people have gotten bad tattoos there. Mm-hmm. So maybe skip the tattoo parlor if you're feeling frisky.
Yeah.
Skip those two.
I got my first tattoo in Connecticut, and I actually was okay with mine.
Do you still like it?
It's in my back, so I can't see it much. I'm all right. So I don't have to look at it too much.
I got a tattoo in New Bedford, and it was right here, and I got it covered up, and it healed so poorly. I had to call and be like, "This isn't healing right." And it was a green potion bottle. Do you mean like the Friday the 13th like flash tattoo sales?
Yeah, I have one.
Yeah, yep. So it's a green potion bottle, but the way that my shirt would hit it, the bottom of the bottle would be there, and people thought I had a green chicken wing on my arm. So
I mean, the Friday the 13th tattoos. Mine is, it's wobbly. We're wobbling out.
That's cute.
Thank
good.
you.
So you went to a good one.
That one's LA. And I do think LA has very good tattoo artists.
And there it is.
Yeah.
I think West Coast might be better tattooers.
I think that I watched a lot of Ink Master just in the right spot to say. I think it might be right.
I think we have very similar TV interests.
I love any competition show. I'm just kind of like, you could be competing for nothing.
The glass blowing one I watched.
Watched that, of course.
At that point, I was like, I'll watch anything.
And I'm like not having fun. And I'm like, yeah, I'm finishing it. And I'm going to the next season. What are you talking about? I'm like, I don't like it. I haven't learned a thing about glass.
Yeah, it's good background.
I love Ink Master for that reason, where I'm like, I think almost all these tattoos I would not get if you paid me. I tried to get my first ever tattoo in Boston when I was 19. I said, amazing. I had a guest professor that came in to speak, and he was like, it was Peter Sellers, some theater guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And he spoke to us, and I was so moved at what he said. He was like, at all times we must resist. I was 19. At all times we must resist spiritual pollution. And I said, that's it. That's my first tattoo. I said, let me get it on my ribs too, because that's where I'm going to get my first tattoo. And I went into Boston, and every single spot turned me away. I said, no, we don't really want to do that one. It doesn't sound that good, and we don't think we want to do it on your ribs. Everyone was like, that's a stupid tattoo.
Well, I guess it was nice in hindsight, but also
I'm so glad I didn't get it.
Where do you get off, tattoo owner, to be like, I don't like that idea or placement? Okay, then fuck you, bye. Are you serious? That's crazy.
There was a guardian angel looking out for me on that. Yeah. It must be so stupid if on my ribs I had spiritual pollution.
Yeah.
It's a dumb thing to get.
But you know what? It's really stuck with you.
It stuck with me because I was like, phew. Boston, you've saved me yet again.
I wanted to get Send Me On My Way by the Rusted Roots, which is crazy because I used to love the movie Matilda growing up, and I'm kind of glad that didn't happen. But
and Ice Age also used that song.
They did. Send Me On My Way.
Send Me On My Way. I always thought it was Simeon the Whale. Simeon the Whale.
Yeah, the whole thing, it doesn't really sound like real words.
He's doing a cute song.
Yeah, cute.
It'd be okay. It's a little like if you don't know the song, you're like, it's a scary phrase. Yeah. Just get rid of me. Send me on my way.
Send me on my way.
Leave me here. Amazing. We've traveled to New Bedford. I have my itinerary for my gals. We'll meet you out there.
Yeah, we'll be drinking.
We're drinking. We're drinking. We're not getting tattoos to commemorate, but we're drinking. We're eating. We're going to hit the Pez dispenser factory on our way down.
Yeah, you have to do that. I
honestly really will.
It's so fun. It's like the best hour of your life. You're like, that was cute.
Really great. I love little ones like that. Okay, cute. I went to the Coca-Cola factory in Atlanta.
Oh my God, I'm going there next week. I want to go.
You really should. It was like you're tasting some of the goofiest little flavors.
Okay,
that they were like, this one didn't make it. And you're like, yeah, because it's like, lizard.
I'm glad that you said it was good, because that's the kind of stuff that I enjoy doing.
The aquarium there is great, but Coca-Cola factory, you can only get that there.
Yeah, that's like the best aquarium in the country or whatever.
And I was floored. I liked it. Nice. But the Coca-Cola factory. Do that one. Okay, we have so much New Bedford. We're getting on the Reddits.
MBMA, rise up, everybody.
Ooh. Thank you so much. Where can people find you?
Yeah, I'm Zachariah Porter on Instagram, ZZ Zachariah on TikTok. I'm on tour right now if you want to come see a show. And then I have a podcast called Camp Counselors Podcast as well. So come giggle and laugh forever. We're having a good time.
Oh, if you're in one of those cities, you've got to go. It was so much fun talking with you. Thank you so much, Zach.
Thank you.
Bye, Town Gossip listeners.
Bye.
Hey everybody, thank you for listening to this episode of Town Gossip. Be sure to subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts. Follow us on Instagram at Town Gossip Podcast and TikTok at Town Gossip. And if you have any town gossip from your hometown, email us at towngossippodcast@gmail.com for a chance to be featured.